So let's prep our fabric for our half square triangles. We'll talk about the why as we go. But first, let's take a look at what we're working with. A half square triangle is exactly what it sounds like, a square made from two triangles. Here's an example of one of those triangles. When we talk about the grain of fabric, there are 3 different grains. You can actually test them by gently pulling on the fabric to see which direction stretches. The one that stretches the most is the bias. The bias has the most give, and that's really important when making half square triangles because the bias stretches so easily, and we want to be extra careful not to stretch it when we're cutting and piecing. If we do, our triangles can end up warped or curved instead of flat. So how do we avoid that? We prep our fabric. There's a big debate in quilting about whether you should wash your fabric first or use it straight from the store and wash it later. That's a debate for another day, and you get to decide what works best for you. You can probably tell by the way mine looks that I don't pre-wash mine. Next, we're going to use spray starch. This one is by far the cheapest option, but you can absolutely use Best Press or Flatter or any other brand you prefer. We're going to spray the entire piece of fabric. You don't have to iron it right away. Let the starch sit for a bit so it can soak in. Fabric straight off the bolt or out of your stash usually has wrinkles and creases, and we want all of those gone. Once everything is sprayed and the starch has had time to work through the fabric, we can take it to the iron and press it. The starch helps keep the fibers nice and tight, which gives us better control when cutting bias edges. You can see while it's still wet how the creases start to soften and disappear before the iron even touches it. This is one of those times when it's okay and helpful to use steam. Steam can help shrink the fabric a bit, which reduces how much shrinking happens later during the cutting and piecing. It won't eliminate shrinkage completely, but it definitely helps. Once the fabric is fully pressed, flat, and wrinkle-free, we're ready to start cutting and prepping it for our half square triangles. So stay tuned. Next, we'll talk about sizes and cutting for half square triangles.